Welcome to Bifrost Workshop on leveraging of XCM and Bifrost appchain to build liquid staking products. So through this workshop, you will not only learn how to seamlessly integrate your liquid staking solutions within the Bifrost ecosystem, you will also learn more about Bifrost and how you can build on it with ease. So the session will be recorded, so you can always refer back to our participant guide. We are happy to have Tyrone with us today. He is the product lead at Bifrost Finance. So feel free to leave any questions you have for him in the chat below. Tyrone, the stage is yours. Thank you.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. My name is Tyrone from Bifrost, and let's get the hackathon, the workshop started. Okay, I'm sharing my screen, and here's the presentation I used in the Sub-Zero, Polkadot Sub-Zero, and the topic today is about omnichain liquid staking stack that we just initialized it in the last year, and we will introduce you about several contents on how to integrate with Bifrost SLPX, which is the previous one omnichain liquid staking stack that I mentioned, and how does it work, and use cases and demo of the utility of the SLPX, and I will play you some short videos about demonstrating how they can be used. So firstly, what is Bifrost? Bifrost is the power chain on Polkadot ecosystem to provide liquid staking services to multi-chains such as power chains and external blockchains like Ethereum. So right now, we've connected with almost seven and eight power chains and external blockchains to provide liquid staking services like Moonbeam, A-Star, Manta, Filecoin, Ethereum, and some more of them. So by providing liquid staking services, we also building up a stack, the staking liquidity protocol for cross-chain, which is mainly utilized or leveraged by XCM. So let's see how it works. Sorry. So let's start with the liquid staking token. What is that? Which is a representation token of a stake assets. So if you notice about the Shapella upgraded last year on Ethereum, so you might find out the DeFi TVL of liquid staking track is actually dramatically increased and run over than something like loans and DEX's TVL, which is being noticed by the whole ecosystem in the last year. And this year, it is still remaining on the top TVL in the DeFi llama. And you will see, you should be already seeing that most of use cases in DeFi are coming from like restaking, right? Or the liquid restaking. So, but underlyingly is naturally coming from the liquid staking assets, so which is the LST in abbreviation, I mean. And the liquid staking is placed at a middle layer between DeFi and other applications in the ecosystem. So before the liquid staking, you will see each of the use cases in the crypto, in the crypto world is kind of like isolated. So staking is staking, and which means if you stake your asset have no liquidity to put it in the DeFi or DApp or DEXs. something like DeFi use cases before. But after, once the liquid staking came out, and it will place like a middle layer between the DEXs, any DeFi applications, and at the same time, which means you can stake your asset and get a liquid staking token as a representation, and you can also jump into any DeFi scenarios. And right now, restaking is kind of like, a staking application on top of it. So that might be interesting for attracting more builders coming into this space. And this is framework or the workflow of Bifrost liquid staking. So how we provide the liquid staking services, um, how it looks like. On the left side, you can see different icons represents different power chains, different external power chains, different native tokens with staked nature, and it actually came from a user to Bifrost power chain, and the Bifrost are well executed by the SLP module, which is staking liquidity protocol module. Now what flows to it's a decentralized custodian contract, and the contract will execute like a delegator to nominate the asset of users to the validators. And we also have a validator election mechanism, which is fully automatically and self-governance, to selecting the validators by democracy. And after that, if there is a requirement of unstake, the requirement coming from the staking asset custody contract as well, and it will be withdrawn from the validator and give it back to the user. So we name it a protocol allows any chance to use any liquid staking derivative, liquid staking token. Bifrost in the middle way, so which connected with Bridge Hub and EVM or wasm environment compatible power chains. So integrating with the Bridge Hub, which is the like some external blockchains like Ethereum, Cosmos, Binance Smart Chain, and more of them. So the assets coming from external blockchains go to the Bridge Hub and go to Bifrost. So Bifrost liquid staking tokens can also effortlessly flow between the external blockchains and the power chains. So which means the asset is fungible itself. So if there's no restriction of a bridge or cross chain, it can be easily transferred to any of the destination chain that you want, right? That's the reason why we are leveraging the XCM to building the whole things up. If we introduce the SLPX protocol, it acting like a headquarter plus branches model. So Bifrost definitely is the headquarter, and it plays like a character with self-manufacturing and self-delivering business, and each of the branches is remotely contract that we deployed in the destination chain. So the contract is the branches that allowed the asset coming from Bifrost and delegated to the destination validators of the destination chain. So which means if you are the user in any of the branches, if you use it in Ethereum Midnight, or if you're a user of Moonbeam itself, you don't have to go to Bifrost chain to manually cross your asset to Bifrost chain, but you can just natively mint a liquid staking asset of Bifrost on Moonbeam or Ethereum. So no additional steps for cross chain yourself. How does the SLPX work? This is basically how it works between an EVM compatible chain. We take this case as Moonbeam as an example. On the left side is Moonbeam. A user sending a request to mint V token, and the contract is that I mentioned about the branch that we deployed in the Moonbeam, and the user actually is sending the token to this contract, and the contract will start working. The first step is the XCM calling to Bifrost SLPX palette. So the palette is acting like a message teleporting, receiving the message from Moonbeam, receiving this order to minting one V token from Moonbeam, and it will activate the message and telling the SLP module, okay, there's one user on the remote side to mint a V token, so please do it. And the SLP module will start working to mint that token to a V token and give it back to the SLPX palette. Once SLPX palette receive it, and the V token will be teleported back to the source chain's user's address. So the green lines, which naming with query result, is something where we are using the XCM v3 before. With this function, it's quite easy to know what's the situation on the destination chain that we're sending to. Let's say if we are sending the token from Moonbeam to Bifrost, so the Moonbeam will get a result if the token is sending succeed or not. So the query response will telling us yes or no. So that's the reason why. That's the importance of using the XCM v3. The next page is a real case. The collaboration between Bifrost and HydraDX. HydraDX is another power chain in Polkadot ecosystem to provide liquidity, DEXs, and omnipool functionalities in the DEX. So they initiated an interesting proposal about switching some of their treasury asset to VDOT, which means they are holding a dot liquid staking derivative in their treasury for long-term yield. I mean for long-term yielding. So, which is another way by increasing the interest of their treasury. So this time the users is HydraDX, and they are sending the message as their power chain, as their democracy proposal to calling the Polkadot XCM and send the transaction directly to Bifrost to say, hey Bifrost, we want to mint what amount of VDOT. So once we receive it, the SLP module will start working, and then the asset will be teleported back to HydraDX treasury. Okay, now let's get in deep with some code inside of it. So this is the code of SLPX palette. If you see that on top line is which is the V token mint and transfer to the target chain. So you should know this is a step on the right side, the SLPX palette code. So once we receive it and where we send it to, so the code will demonstrate it to you, and which included several functions. The first one is I mean several parameters, right? So the first one is the currency ID, which is the token that they linking to, and where is the target chain, or maybe Moonbeam, and with some remark. Um, so and then is you need to fill in the amount and the V token minting interface by mint, uh, and more detail about what V token parameters that you're linking to, what is the V token ID, and what is the V token amount. And following this is the user's account that you're transferring to. So this is the step 7, which is the one last step that we transfer it back to the user. So you need to know what is the address of the destination chain's user. And transfer to that destination chain's user with currency ID and token amount and target chain. And yeah, the whole transaction will be executed. No worries. We will play you a demonstration about the whole procedure of this. This is a summary of SLPX. If you're looking at this framework, Bifrost is playing with several power chains, teleporting several V tokens to destination chains. You'll see A star, Moonbeam, right? Bridge Hub, Heredex. And by connecting with Bridge Hub is some external blockchains. With some third parties bridge in the outside blockchains, so they can easily teleporting the fungible V token assets between them, and or they can teleport it back to the Polkadot ecosystem and flows to any of power chain as they want. Okay, let's get into the use cases of SLPX with some demonstration. The first one is remotely V token mint and swap. Okay, let's see it. All right, give me 1 second. Okay, this is the EVM contract that we deployed in A star. So we taken this as an example. You'll see this is the account. We acting like a user, okay, like a user. This is my address, and filling out how much of value that I want to mint to a V token, and let's go. I'm checking my wallet, how many of VA star that I've already have. So I want to mint 10 VA star. Remember, my balance was 10 A star in my wallet already. So we are going to the A star testnet to check the events if the minting events is already executed. I see that asset have been already issued, and we check the balance in our wallet. So you see 10 VA star added in my balance, and right now it's redeemed. It's redeemed 10 VA star to A star. Okay, you'll see 10 VA star have been minused. And my A star balance is already added. And one last step is we remotely swap some VA star to A star. This is swapping in the Bifrost stable pool, so which is the remotely calling. Sorry, this is swapping some A star to VA star. And we see that this is the SLPX palette, which is named XCM Action before, but we be rebranding it, renaming it as SLPX palette right now. The token 2 is the index of A star on Bifrost, and token 2.3 is A star, and V token 2.3 is VA star. So just informing you, swapping some A star to VA star. Okay, my balance says it. So that's the demo for this use case. And we going back to the next one, XCM Oracle. Maybe we can just directly go to the documentation of it. The XCM Oracle is something befitting the price of the exchange rate between a token and a V token to feed that price from Bifrost via XCM to a destination chain. The price can be easily used by any of DEXs or lending or borrowing protocols. They might name this price as the exchange price. So there might be a cases that if you have the price of DOT in USD, but you don't have the price of V dot in USD, so what you can do with it is you need to use the price of DOT multiply the rate of exchange rate between V dot and DOT, right? So right now you might need the exchange rate between V dot and DOT from Bifrost. So that's the reason why we created this function to feed that exchange price between V dot and DOT to the destination chain, so they can easily calculate the V dot price in USD. Here is the code. I will share this documentation in the group later. You see some V token minting interface, get token pool. Get token pool is to get the exchange rate from Bifrost and get the V token ID and the total issuance. So we set that price via the XCM to set amount in the destination chain's contract, so the contract can be easily query the price in that contract. Here's some here's some real transaction on the chain. This is in Substrate. In this step, SLPX get the price between DOT and V dot, and sending that price from Bifrost to Moonbeam contract, and the Moonbeam contract receive that price from Bifrost. And one last thing is the contract, the price in the contract can be easily queried out. Okay, so the one last thing is purchasing the call time by using a V token. Okay, we'll check this out. We are at the Rococo call time parachain, and first thing we need to see the blocker statue of each of statues of the call time. So this one is querying the selling price of call time and how much of them left. I'm swapping this step. I'm swapping in the Bifrost, swapping some some dot to some v dot to dot. Once I get the dot, and I can send it to call time parachain for purchasing a call time. I'm executing the XCM to teleport that asset to the call time parachain. Sorry, I was sending some asset to Rococo, so right now I need to, teleport some asset from Rococo to call time parachain. Okay, we receive it and purchase it. All right, we've got the call time already. And then let's try to maybe transfer this call to another address. All right, the call has been transferred. Okay, so that's the demonstration about purchasing the call time by using VDOT. All right, I think that's all what I want to present to you. And let me know if you have any questions. And thanks for listening, everybody. Thanks for your patience and your time. And good morning and good night.